The American President Donald Trump has indicated that he's leaning towards supplying Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine, but hasn't finalized on the decision yet. Now, this comes after Putin's warning against supplying such weapons to Ukraine. Tomahawk missiles have a range of about 2,500 kilometers, putting Moscow and other parts of eastern Russia within Ukraine's reach. And if supplied, these missiles will enhance Ukraine's strike capabilities, enabling it to target military bases, logistical hubs, and command centers deep inside the Russian territory. And according to the US think tank ISW, there are at least about 1,945 Russian military objects within the range of Tomahawk missiles. Now, Ukraine claims that the Tomahawks will help in deterring Putin and getting him to the negotiating table. However, the American President Donald Trump has said that he wants to know as to how Ukraine plans to use the missiles, citing concerns about escalation.
Yeah, I've sort of made a decision, pretty much, if you consider. Yeah, I think I want to find out what they're doing with them.
Yes.
You know, where are they sending them, I guess. I'd have to ask that question. That war should never have started, would have never started.
This after the Russian President Vladimir Putin on Sunday warned that supplying US Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine could trigger a whole new level of escalation, including in relations between Moscow and Washington.
There were issues raised, such as discussions about supply of new weapon systems to Ukraine, including long-range and high-precision systems like Tomahawks. I have already said that this will lead to the destruction of our relations, or at least the positive trends that have emerged in these relations.
So as the US considers supplying Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine, the country already employs several advanced weapon systems against Russia, and amongst them are the US-supplied Army Tactical Missile Systems, also known as the ATACMS, and the Guided Multiple Launch Rocket Systems. While ATACMS have a strike range of nearly about 300 kilometers, the GMLRS, fired from US-made HIMARS launchers, have an approximate range of about 80 kilometers since the start of the war. Ukraine has also used American-manufactured Patriot missiles to defend against Russian airstrikes. In addition, the Ukrainian forces have reportedly been using Storm Shadow missiles developed jointly by France and the United Kingdom, which have a range of about 560 kilometers. And these precision-guided missiles provide Ukraine with critical long-range strike capabilities. Furthermore, Ukraine has reportedly begun mass production of its new domestically produced FP5, that is the Flamingo cruise missile, which has a range of nearly 3,000 kilometers, and it can carry a warhead that weighs about 1,150 kilograms. And according to President Volodymyr Zelensky, the recent Ukrainian military attacks on Russian infrastructure have also included the use of the domestically produced missiles. The Flamingos have been instrumental in Ukraine's military efforts, having recently been launched against targets in Crimea and other locations. According to reports, Ukraine is currently manufacturing 2 to 3 Flamingo missiles per day, with plans to increase production to at least 7 per day by the end of October.
In recent days, Ukraine has been using exclusively Ukrainian products, not just drones. And from those strikes, I think people can understand, from the fragments that are on social networks, where drones were used and where non-drones were used.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.